Hello friends, welcome to my office. I'm in Lynchburg, Michigan today and excited to come and do a Facebook Live with you. I'm just going to show you two projects today. I'm excited about them. We're going to be featuring the Dear Santa stamp set. I questioned all of you on last Friday, I think. I was toying between, I'm going to be doing a craft along, and then couldn't decide between Dear Santa and the Christmas Friends. So I did a poll and you guys overwhelmingly chose Christmas Friends for my craft along. So I will be announcing that pretty soon. Oh, I'm gonna make you like it now. Maybe, maybe not. I loved it the minute I saw it. You know how certain images just evoke emotions. They just make you feel a certain way. Dear Santa does that. It reminds me of just being a kid at Christmas. It reminds me of my children at Christmas and a lot of like my childhood. So immediately when I saw it, it evoked emotion in me. So those are the things I love about some of the stamp sets, and how they can actually make us feel a certain way. So let me know when you guys are here. This is our lunch break on Wednesdays. So we are planning here on out, you see me every Wednesday at noon, unless like something crazy happens. Next week, I'm actually going to be out of the country, so you will be having a different video, but you can plan on a video at noon Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. So just set your timer and just plan on it. Today, I'm just gonna show you two projects. One is what I would consider clean and simple and quick. It's one of my favorite styles that I love to do. And then our other one is a little over the top. It's not difficult, but it definitely takes a little bit of like fussiness, but I think it's worth it, especially with this Dear Santa stamp set, or anyone that kind of needs a little bit of coloring to it. So definitely let me know when you guys are here. Say hi, and then we are going to jump in and get started. If you guys are ready. I do have a little bit of a playful heart. That's just who I am, as you can see behind me. Let's see this way. I have a little Pikachu. It's for Pokemon that my daughter and her boyfriend Chase actually won that for me, but because they know I love Pikachu. I actually love all Pokemon. Squirtle's my favorite. If any of you know anybody, my ask by the Pokemon is in the large. So you're funny. I'll tell you why, and I'll give a little second. Just get to know me a little bit better. That is an enormously huge wine glass, and one of my friends, Jenny Peterson, bought that for me. I don't even know, probably 10 years ago, 8 or 10 years ago, and it was just funny. You know, I do enjoy wine as well, and so she bought me that, and I just have always loved it. I love my friend Jenny, and the Pokemon is there just because it makes me super happy, and I love looking at it every day. I do have definitely a playful spirit. So if any of you play Pokemon Go, let me know, and we can be friends. And when we're friends, we can give back gifts back and forth every day. I have a few other of my Stampin' Up! Friends that play Pokemon Go, and we actually meet up at our conventions and things like that. So anyway, it's a little insight into Ronda, and I love my shirt today. It says be kind. So this a little reminder for all of us. Oh, Tina Bean, see? She's one of my Pokemon friends. I know. Who's your favorite? Pachirisu. I don't even know if I know who that is. Maybe that's a newer one. I'll have to look it up, though. I probably have it. I'll have to look it up. So, yes, I know Tina. Tina's one of my friends on there as well. Anyway, it's just one of those things that I love to do, and I play almost every day. It's like a mindless thing that helps me to kind of like shut down some of the stresses of life and some of those overwhelming feelings. And it also makes you go. So Pokemon Go is about going. So it is, so you have to like go to parks, and you have to go different places to be able to play. So And it's kind of fun. My apartment has a little Pokestop right outside of it. So when I go take Lola for walks, I can play Pokemon Go too. All right, now that you guys probably think I'm crazy, let's dive in. And by the way, I started playing with my kids. So like my boys all played, all three of them played, and I would play just for them. Like that's why I always played with my kids. But then they all grew up and they stopped playing, but I kept playing. And now my older ones actually came back and started playing again. So it's just kind of a fun thing we do as a family too. All right, let's jump into our hands. We are going to be doing the Dear Santa. Get my computer kind of out of the way, but I'm still going to look at it because I'm going to try to read your comments the best I can. Something you didn't know about me. That's a little secret. I guess I've kept secret for a while. It is definitely, I've been playing since 2016, so 8 years. It's not like something just a flash in the pan. I've been playing for a long time. My husband sometimes jokes with me and calls me a Pokemon master. All right, so we have the Dear Santa. We're going to start off with a very quick and simple card. These are truly my favorite. You're going to see a lot more quick and simple, I shouldn't say quick. They're called clean and simple cards. I also love ones that are kind of fun and crazy. So today I'm going to get to give you both sides of me, right? So Bonnie said, if we are a member of your card club, your group is still, yes, my card club is $39.50 a month. Great question, Bonnie. My card club this month is featuring the More Than Autumn bundle, and you're going to get, you make 8 cards, 4 different designs, 2 of each. And yes, it's $39.50. I didn't raise my prices, even though Stampin' Up! Really significantly increased our prices. I just took out the envelope, so I just don't include envelopes anymore. But you still make 8 cards. And you get $25 worth of product in each one. So yeah, Card Club is $39.50. All right, so 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to fold this in half. And then I have a piece of just regular white for a scrap piece. Sorry, I got a little rough with my bone folder. And I posted the link for Card Club. I emailed it out as well, and I had a typo and said it was Earth and Elegance. It's not. It's More Than Autumn, which is definitely one of my absolute favorites right now. Okay, so let's jump into our Dear Santa. Hard to choose which one. We have, this is my favorite one. We're going to be using this on our second card. But here's the little girl with cookies. So cute. This one, I love. This is one we're using here. And the little boy who's freezing. And then the kids that are decorating the Christmas tree. And I like this one. I always love puns. It's something you might know about me is puns make me laugh. Sometimes the dumber they are, the more they make me laugh. So we're taking this little guy here. So if you're just joining me, hello, welcome to our lunch break. It is a time to take a break. Like we are so crazy busy right now here in the studio. Probably, I don't know if I could even say this, but the busiest we have ever been. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm doing 2 full conventions within a week of each other, and then I'm going to be out of town next week. So it is a lot. And the first one has 18 projects, and the second one has 21 projects. So we are prepping, cutting, sorting, ordering, packaging. That's what? 18 plus 21, let's say 40 separate projects, and each one probably has, I don't know, dozens of pieces for each one for 132 people. So I don't even know that math. That math would hurt my brain. But that's what we're doing. Erica, we have had whole hands on deck for weeks preparing for it. All right, so we're going to stamp our cute little guy there. We're going to grab our blends. And I have my blends. I'll show them to you. I always love to show you because they are so beautiful and it's hard to see. But my blends I store on this case I got on Amazon. It's like actually stores like it's a lipstick case or like a marker case too. But this is how I store them all. The labels are so awesome. I'm going to go to our skin tones. So these are all of our skin tones. We have those natural skin tones, which I love for animals and for skin. So you can make skin any and every color that God has given us. So And I'm also taking a little bit of boho blue and a little bit of gray. So I want a smoky slate. Probably like a lighter one and then a darker one. So those are a couple grays. And then let's see, do a misty moonlight is what I would like. And we're gonna go with a light misty moonlight. All right, and then we need a skin tone. So let's just go with a very natural skin tone. Okay, so I am not, you guys know me, I am actually not a super fussy color. Sometimes I think less is more. It's definitely in my world. Oh, this little guy needs a little bit of brown hair. That will remind me of Carter. Carter has brown hair, and so does Andrew. I have 2 blonde kids, and then I have 2 brown hair kids. Andrew has brown hair. All right, so we're gonna just go ahead in here. Oh, this is my lighter one. So I'm gonna color in gray bottoms. Let's do, I want the hat to be boho blue. I do have a lot. I can't even, and then I shipped out those St. George ones last week, which was another whole retreat that I wasn't really planning on, but I was like, oh, okay, I'll do a few more. Well, a few more turned into 72 more, and it was, anyway, it's all good. I am so blessed. I am so blessed to have, so, you know, I'm not complaining. It's just definitely a lot right now. So, but we're getting it done. I have help. We always will get it done. Sometimes it's a little crazy. I'll be here probably till midnight over the next 3 nights, just making sure that it all gets done. But it will. Erica's here. Nancy's here. Tomorrow Deb is coming in. Arlena's coming in. We're gonna have lots of people here that are helping. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add in some of these colors. I wanted some blue. Let's go into a little bit more gray. I'm gonna put some gray on that. We'll, and then we'll do, I wanna do the darker gray on this, I had a lot of people ask me just in this whole last week, I've had a bunch of messages about like, how do I know about your events? How do you have all these events and I don't know? I'm going to tell you, Stampin' Up! Has rules that we're not allowed to post PayPal buttons and links on public sites. So I don't post much to sign up because I can't. Then I'd have to invoice you and it's just a pain. So it's email. So you have to really be on my email list. I can collect payment via email. So, and that's what I do. And my events almost always sell out. Like my retreats, my conventions, all my events sell out just through my email list. So you really do, that's the best place to be in there. So I just colored him real quick, some blue and grays with our blends. And then I'm going to take our 2 3/8 inch punch and punch him out. I did a little bit high there. Here we go. All right, so actually I am so adorable. So there. So this is just, again, a regular piece of our thick basic white. I am gonna take some, we're gonna use our Regal foil gems here. This is a pack of paper that some of you probably own, and I love this pack of paper. I'm gonna grab just a couple sheets of it, and I actually want the back side. I want like this side here, and it has all these beautiful variations of blue. This was one of our carryover items. Let me tell you the name of it. It's Winter Meadow, I believe. Well, I was gonna tell you the name of it, but it's Winter Meadow. And what this card is all about when you've got all those scraps left over. I actually did not have very many scraps of this one, so I am going to cut it. I'm going to cut into some 1/4 inch strips, but this is when you have all of these strips left over, this is a great thing to be able to use them for. I'm going to put my do not disturb on so you don't hear that dinging. So, and then I want like a 1/2 inch too of these same patterns. So I love this paper because one side of it is so beautiful and wintry and gorgeous. Like this is just gorgeous for a card front. And then the back side are these beautiful shades of blue. Like this one almost looks like snowflakes have landed on it. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, I'm off in the back side too because I like sometimes a little bit more of that muted. Hey, where'd that strip go? Oh, there we go. So I have some 1/2 inch strips and some 1/4 inch strips. You don't have to cut these. You should have these just laying around probably, right? I'm sure you've got tons of scraps. So I'm just gonna take some of my adhesive over here on the side and I'm just gonna put some rows, maybe three rows of adhesive, maybe 4, just like that. And you could use any sort of adhesive you want to. And I'm just gonna kind of lay these down in varying sizes. Put some of maybe the bigger ones, and then we'll take some of the thinner ones and lay those down as well. I just want all kinds of, like, I want a little bit of adhesive right there. You can even do this one here that has almost the trees on it. That one's pretty. And then let's do a gray one down here. I'm gonna do this one more just like that. And let's do one more of, I love this like darker blue. We'll do that one right here. So I went ahead and just, well, that one needs a little bit more adhesive. There you go. Lay your strips down however they float your boat. There's not, this one, there's no right, there's no wrong. They're thin, they're thick. There isn't like any sort of right or wrong on this. You just want to lay those strips down. I make sure you have, I have adhesive there, but maybe not enough. And I need a thin adhesive. So I'm just gonna grab a mini glue dot there. And put one at the end and put one here. So just lots of strips. And this one we want to go in this direction. So off of these 1 strips, you can get, you know, several different cards. So once you've done that, kind of there, just off to the side, take all your little flyaway hair and we're just gonna trim it off. Again, so you can make several of these cards with just all these strips. And you might want to do this one with the little girl who's making cookies and doing, you know, shades of pink or shades of red. So lots of different variations. At the bottom there, I'm going to take my Dear Santa, and this one, Have an Ice Christmas. So that's why I love it. I love, we're going to take that with our Misty Moonlight stamp pad. Okay, so guys, this one is quick and simple. The next one, we're going to attempt to make a magic slider card. Okay, so I've only made it a couple times and I still haven't nailed it quite right. So I'm hoping I nail it right on the video with you. So we're gonna take, so this one I wanted to show you, so everybody's happy. We have a quick and simple one. I wonder if I'm gonna go up here. Have an Ice Christmas. And then we're going to take our little cutie pie guy and take some dimensionals and put this on here. So clean and simple, usually has quite a bit of white space. And then just a fun use of maybe some scraps. And so this one is quick and simple. You can make multiples of them and you really are going to make someone super, super happy. So I just have an Ice Christmas, line it, oh, I wanna line it up so the words, there you go. Oh, so how cute and is that? And I have my guy just going, there we go. Last but not least, I'm gonna take just a few of these little dots and sprinkle those on. So right here, just a couple. 1, 2, and then let's put one more right here. 1, 2, 3. So how is that for a sweet and cute card, right? And again, you can totally do this in so many different color schemes. Here is one that I did just to practice with it. And again, all the different lineups. I used some different dots. I had my ice down here, my ice up there. So just a really fun and simple card. Do in any kind of color scheme that you want. So there's card number 1. I wanted to do an easy one to build up my confidence before we jump into this next one. So this next card I'm going to be making is what you would call a magic slider card. Let me get my pieces here. We're still going to be using the Dear Santa stamp set. And we're going to be using the we're going to need our trimmer. I'm just getting myself cleaned up here, moving one over and getting out the other one. All right, we're going to be using the Reindeer Days Designer Series paper. So it is traditionally awesome, just Christmas, so fun. Let me show you an example of what a magic slider card is. So this was a swap card that I got from my very sweet friend, Melissa Faust. The front it looks almost like, oh, that's a very, simple, easy card, just black and white. But then when you pull it, look at that. How cute is that? So this is a magic slider card. I'm not making it like Melissa though. So how Melissa made it is great. I learned it a different way a long time ago. I have not made it in so long. So anyway, I just wanted to show you, this is what we're going to be doing today. So that's a variation. That's what a kind of a magic slider card is. So one of the main pieces, so we're using this Designer Series paper. Okay, I know, you guys are ready. This card is going to be my recipe card that we're going to email out. So again, if you're on my email list, and if you're not, you can join. It's in the description here. We will email out a recipe card for this card, which means we'll give you the measurements and we'll give you the supplies that we used. I actually will give you all of the supplies that we used. Jennifer Drake, who's on here, is so awesome. She's my helper in everything. She helps me in, I think, almost every aspect of my business. She types up a supply list for us. So what we're focusing on, these Reindeer Days paper, there's the item code if you need to write it down. You get 12 sheets. These are the 6 sheets, and then these are the double-sided patterns. So you can see there is adorable reindeer, but then the other side are these really awesome just Christmas patterns. So what you really need for a magic slider card is a window sheet. So this one is 3 by 5 by 5. So I think it's 3 by 5. So it's a little bit skinnier. That's kind of the magic piece to this. So you have to have a window sheet. I'm going to take a piece of the Designer Series paper. It was 5.5 by 12. 5.5 by 12. So I want this 5.5 by 12. You're going to take your scoring tool and you're going to score it at 4. And I just do it at 4 on both sides. So I have that scored. And I did this beforehand just to make it a little bit simpler today. So you might have to watch this a couple times. You're not going to want to make it along with me. But I went ahead and took one of our countryside corners. This is the third biggest one, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Which one did I use? I think it's the third. Yep. Yeah, it's the third biggest one. There you go. Because I have another one that we're using on a different project. Nancy's running them like crazy right now. All right, so I ran that through. Now you want to save this because you're probably gonna need this later just to kind of use it as more of a measuring thing. All right, so then you're gonna find your score marks and you're gonna fold along those lines. I've been paper crafting for 20 some years, and this is what I love about it. I love these sweet and simple cards like we made first one. I love these. But then I also love kind of testing my skills and doing something fun like this too. So the cool part is you can do all of it, right? All right, so then I'm going to take, and actually either end is fine, but I need to just cut off one of the ends, probably about just 1/8 of an inch. You just want to trim it off. That will make it a little bit easier to fold when it comes time. See, so you want to fold that. That's kind of cool how it creates that window, although we're going to cover that window, but that is kind of cool, just sending it out like that. All right, the next thing we're going to do is take a piece of our white. I love a good challenge. Okay, so this piece of white is a little bit less than 4 by right now, and we're going to score it in half. So I'm going to score it at 5.5. It's a little long, so I want to cut off about 1/2 inch off the bottom. Now, the reason why I did that is because you need these. Okay, these are important pieces to it too, so save these pieces. I could have cut them off beforehand, but I need them, and I want them to be this exact size. So just save those. Those are a little important piece. Okay, so now we have, let me get out all of our pieces. I'm missing one piece of white. I've got it here somewhere. Let's see what I did with it. It's kind of crazy how you could be so organized. Oh, there it is. And this piece of white is about the same size as our window sheet, which is 5 by a little over 3. So these are the 2 pieces that we're going to need first. Oh, shoot. While I have this out, I would just have done all at the same time. So what I want to do is I'm going back to this piece that was a little bit less than 4, and then by 5, and then we trimmed off. So let's say it's by 5 now. What I want to do is I want to slice about 3 inches. There is what we're going to slice. So I go in about maybe with about a 1/4 inch and go down to a 1/4 inch left. So basically I created a slit there. You see that? Okay. All right. So now we have this piece with our little slit. Put those aside. These are pieces we're going to need in a little bit, but let's work on these 2 pieces right here. So we have a window sheet. Remember, window sheet, you have to have window sheet. You also have to have a Stays-On pad. Stays-On is our permanent ink. I was practicing this technique so I could teach it to you today. I had to practice. I may have made a bunch of these, but I didn't have my Stays-On ink in Granville, so I used my Memento ink. Oh my goodness, what a mess. It never dries. So Stays-On is one that's kind of like a permanent ink, and it will dry. So you could also use like a black embossing powder if you wanted to, but the black stays on. So I'm taking my favorite little girl who is just literally writing like crazy to Santa. I'm going to take her and I'm going to stamp it in the middle of this piece of white. Oh shoot, you know what? I've had it open for a little bit, so this is the beauty. So Stays-On does dry out a lot faster than our other stamp pads. Let me just put a little bit of ink on that. So if like I've left this top off for a little bit, so it's probably dried up on me a tiny bit. So just so you know, it does. You want to make sure when you get your Stays-On that you definitely have your. That's okay. I know what's gonna happen here. I don't want it to get too gunky. Let me just stamp this a few times off here on the side. Okay, we're good now. All right, so now we're gonna ink this up on the middle of our basic white piece, like that, you see? Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to stamp this on my window sheet, and I'm just gonna attempt to get it in the same spot. Don't worry, you're gonna have to line it up, but this one I'm gonna teach you kind of how to do it without having like any special tool. Okay, so I stamped it twice. On this one, we're going to do the coloring. So I'm just gonna color her in pretty quick. It's gonna just use some real red. Let me get my colors out here that I need. We're just gonna do some real red, obviously some garden green. We're just gonna try to kind of match up with the colors that are out there. I have a garden green, so we're gonna let's do a dark old olive. Oh no, granny apple green for sure. And then I have a skin tone here, so let's go ahead and just color in a little bit of her skin tone. her face, her hands. All right. And then we'll give her, I wanted to do her, well, here we go, a really light brown for her shoes. There you go. Oh, her bow has got to be red, so we'll give her a red bow. There you go. Let's give her a red shirt too. That will kind of pull a lot of these colors together. Our little Christmas girl. You guys can take a lot more time coloring if you want to. I definitely want to give her blonde hair. You can give her whatever color hair floats your boat. So a little bit of the dark Daffodil Delight, and then we'll go in with a light Daffodil Delight. So the beauty of the blends is that the colors, and then see how she almost looks like she's real on there. She looks furious. She looks focused. She's a little focused girl, if I had to say. She is definitely. Okay, so I'm gonna go with like a really light ivory. So we actually have ivory. And I'm going to color in this, like her letter to Santa with all of what she wants on it, right? So you could even use like a pool party too if you wanted it to be, I think in my sample I used pool party, but so just kind of she's ferociously writing. And last but not least, I'm going to take a little bit of that blue and give her some blue jeans. She's be a little blue jean girl. There you go. Oh, she's adorable. Just so you can see maybe a little bit up there. So you're just going to color the white piece. I used all kinds of blends today. So the moral of that story is you just need all the blends, right? I'm going to get this out of the way because this is like a permanent stamp pad. I don't want to get that ink every single where. All right. Our next step is to take a 1.5 inch circle punch, and I need a real red circle. And then I'm going to go here and just notch out, because we're going to have, when you're going to need to have a place to pull is what we're going to have to do. And you can actually also, you're going to fold this in half. The sample even has you can put some ribbon on there too. And I'm just going to put some glue on the ends. So don't go too far in the middle. I just want it there on the ends. So I put some glue there and there. Now this is what we're going to do. Can you see? This is where the magic comes in. We're going to line this up. And yes, this window sheet is not perfect. It doesn't really need to be. If I have a part that's hanging over, I'm going to come in here and just trim that off. I made this purposely a little bit bigger so I have the wiggle room, because now you see that it's lined up. And I want to make sure that, if there's some part of the window sheet that's hanging over, you just trim that off. So you could even like take a clip and like clip this so it stays in place, which I'm actually meant to do. But you'll see when it lines up perfectly. Then you're going to take your little piece here and you're going to clip these kind of together. But going, again, I don't want any of the glue touching either of these at the top there. Okay, so make sure that's glued down nice and good. Can you see what I did there? Hopefully that makes total sense to you. Okay, now we're just going to assemble this together. So what we're going to do, this piece of white that has that slit, you're going to actually slide this in and slide that up. So now there's one thing that I didn't do yet, which I meant to do. At the bottom of this white one, let's take, remember these two little pieces I told you about? You're going to take and you're going to glue this down. This is what I call my stopper. So it's kind of a stopper, so it doesn't pull out all the way. So you're just going to go ahead and put this down. Well, here, just center it so it's down there at the bottom, and you won't see it. This is more just of a mechanical piece. And then do this. Then you're just going to glue this one down there on this side at the bottom. Okay, so these are just down there at the bottom. So let me show you what's going to happen. So when this gets pulled, see it stops because those are the same width, but that is, so that's what we want. We want it to kind of pull, and then we want it to, so when we pull it, that's where the magic happens. Okay, so last but not least, you want to position this kind of where you want it. I'm going to put adhesive, and I am going to use green glue for this. I'm going to put glue on the piece of white that is not touching at all the window sheet. Ask me how I know this. You want to just have it, don't touch the window sheet and don't go anywhere near the window sheet. You don't want the window sheet to be touched. One of my tries that I did, I literally just glued the window sheet down, but you don't want to glue the window sheet down. You want it to kind of move. So you can do it either way, but I'm going to take this. Well, let's do it this way. This is going to get glued down. Yeah, I like it the other way where I can kind of see. All right, so we're just going to do, you're going to line that notch up there, and you're just going to put your cutie pie there in the middle. Okay. So that white piece on the inside is what is going to stick down. I told you this one has a couple more steps, right? Just a few more steps. So it's worth it. This is a magic slider card. Magic is never easy. Nope, never easy. So I'm just going to hold it for a second to make sure that it dries. And again, we're just gluing down that white piece, not the because we want it, see, watch, we want to make sure it still slides. It still slides. So that's what we want. We want it to still slide. And we want it to, the biggest thing is we want it to also not come out. So that's where that stopper plays in, that stopper that we put there. Okay, so now we just have to come back here. There was the one side, this is the one side that I made shorter. So we're just gonna glue this down, adhesive here. And just put adhesive here and then glue this down. Creates this fun little pocket too. So it's kind of like this cute little pocket. Let's just do a little bit of decorating. I took some pieces. I have, let's see what I did with those pieces. They might be up over here somewhere. I took a little, oh, there it is. I never pulled it out. This is from the Reindeer Fun dies. We just made this little holly. This is all in those dies. So I love the Reindeer Fun dies. We're going to take some mini glue dots, which I had out here too somewhere. I've used them all and then tossed them aside. Let's see where I tossed them. Well, goodness. But then never mind. Oh my gosh, they're right in front of me. Don't you love that when it's always just like right in front of you? Okay, put that on there. We're gonna just curl these. I know, listen, today was a little bit of everything. Like I love making, I love clean and simple cards. They are actually they're my favorite. But every once in a while, it's so fun to kind of see what you're capable of with all this paper crafting, right? This is a fun card. Again, don't touch that window sheet. It has to be able to move. So I'm just gonna put this down here in that corner. There's our cutie pie girl. So it looks just like a really simple card, right? And then when you pull it, that's when the magic happens. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I meant to stamp. Let's see if I can still do it. I might not be able to. So I forgot one little step. It's not a big deal. This one is so cute. It probably doesn't need any words, but I love that Dear Santa. That is, we're gonna do it in real red. I meant to stamp it on that white piece before I started. I got so enthralled with, so concerned about making sure I colored things properly. I forgot about this. So we're gonna add it because I think it's so cute. So I'm just gonna fussy, just kind of freehand cut it out. Again, it's a little girl who's It doesn't need to be perfect. It's so cute. It's a little backwards. And then this is gonna, I'm just gonna glue this down. We're just gonna add this to it. There you go. So now, here's our magic. Well, I could do this all day. I could like, so here's our simple, cute front, right? And then you pull it, Dear Santa. Okay, what do you guys think? Are you, so your team, are you team clean and simple? Are you team cool and fussy? This was a fussier project. Obviously it took a little bit longer, but not that hard. Like, that's the point of watching this video. You can watch it again and again and see some different ways to do that. You could even, like, again, punch here. Like, this is the one that I think this set was perfect for this. You could even like punch a hole there so that when you pull it, it even has like a little ribbon there to pull. This what I showed you, this one I learned from my friend Melissa. She did it differently, where she just has this piece of white that just pulls out. So it's a little bit, but look at that magic slider card. All right, so there you go. There is today's videos. I'm gonna bring you back up here. So, oh, and you see all my things still in the background that I have. Those are empty boxes and baskets that I'm trying to figure out, like, do I really need them? I don't want to just fill up with more stuff. But which team are you? So here's something else you're going to learn about me. I'm a Gemini. I was born in May 27th, and I truly am very much a Gemini. So like one half of me is totally just clean and simple, easy, quick and simple. But then the other part of me loves to like figure out how to make these and how to put them together and take a little bit more time for that special card. I have a very special little girl that I cannot wait to give this to. Her name is Blakely. She started preschool yesterday. So this will be perfect for her Christmas present. And then I have a cute little boy too that we can give it as well. So thank you for joining me. Again, be sure to like this channel if you're watching it on YouTube, watching the replay. Leave me comments. We are reading all of them, and come back again next Wednesday. I won't be here next Wednesday. It'll be a recorded video from me, or I'm trying to convince Ryan to do a video for you guys next Wednesday. What do you think? Ryan's reading these messages too. Don't you think that we should throw Ryan under the camera and give him a chance to show you some things that he can do? So he's thinking about it right now, but I think you guys could all convince him to come on and do a video for us next Wednesday when I'm out of town. So I'll be out of the country actually, so I won't be doing a video. But I think I might have convinced Ryan. You guys will help me convince him too if you tell him that we want him to see him do a video of making some cards. So anyway, like this channel, make sure you're on my email list. I'm going to give you the recipe card for this card, which will be the direction. I mean, no, I'm sorry, no directions. This was the directions. It'll be the supply list and the measurements, and then obviously you can watch the video again if you need to. If you are on Creative Corner, all of the directions will be on there. Every week we're going to be putting our lunch breaks on there too. Just another perk of belonging to Creative Corner, where you'll have the tutorials, the directions, the pictures, all the things. So thanks for joining me today. I will see you soon. Oh, and Friday I have a really awesome 5-minute Friday video. It's already done. I did it early, so I have it done. So it's so cute. You have to join. It's a card and a box, all in 5 minutes. So again, we love those. We love those quick and simple cards sometimes. So come back on Friday. I'll have a video for you. Every Friday, we'll have a 5-minute Friday project. So thanks for being here. I will see you guys soon. I appreciate you.